wanting one of these forever. It's an expensive kit to find one unbuilt in the box, way out of my budget. And this I ran across at an estate sale. I got it for 40 bucks, and I wasn't going to argue with the price. I snagged it right away. He's got a couple pair of his arms missing, and the sign is broken off and missing. No box, no instructions, but I didn't give a crap. We have enough arms here that we can pose them. The sign, even though it's missing, it can be easily repaired and replaced. We just drill through the base, add some styrene rod, get some flat stock, and make a square sign holder, and we're back in business. So, and we are back, and this was going to be just an intro video, but I changed it up a bit because I was so excited to start working on this guy that it's a kind of an intro update all in one. So yeah, having a lot of fun with this kit. I've been wanting one for so long, so yeah, I'm just going to town on this big guy here. But we've got them all taken apart, and as you can see, we've got them all stripped of paint. And it took 3 days of sitting in super clean, which isn't purple power. Some people confuse super clean with purple power, even though super clean is purple. It's, in my opinion, it's way better stuff than purple power. This is what the jug looks like. That's what the label looks like. I get mine from O'Reilly's. They're the only ones around here that carry super clean in a gallon jug. Advanced Auto carries it just in bottles, and AutoZone, I don't think they even carry it, but yeah. So I got me a brand new jug of super clean, went to the dollar store, got me a container big enough to hold all these parts, and 3 days later we got them stripped of paint. Now some pieces still have a little bit of paint. You know, as you can see here, there's a little spot on the sweater here. The floorboards here have a little bit of brown left, but I figured that's good enough. I mean, I could have left it in here for a week and all that would be gone, but I thought that's good enough. Oh, excuse me, I'm burping from all the coffee I drank. So he was painted 3 times, and the super clean just burned right through it, and we're all good. So we've got some seam work to do now, so we have to go back and do all this seam work and get them looking spiffy. To take all this apart, I think you saw me take the remove the head from the sweater, or at least I told you I did, I think, in the last segment. But for that we used our X-Acto blade, and then everything else we used a razor saw. Because when I saw the amount of glue that was used on this, when I took the head off, I thought the only way I'm going to get this apart without busting it all up is to use a razor saw. So I have 3 different razor saws. I used each one and just carefully cut, because razor saws, you lose very little material. In fact, so little that I won't have to do any filler work. So, but we used the razor saw on the sweater, carefully cut, and got it removed off his pants. I wasn't going to do that with the shoes, but I thought, what for? Because I can easily paint the shoes with them attached to the pants. You know, why go that extra work for nothing? Doesn't really need it. So I went and used a razor saw to cut the shoes off of the base, because a ton of glue was used on the bottom of his feet here. In fact, so much glue was used that it deformed the plastic. You can actually see the imprints underneath the plastic, so that means a ton of glue was used. Probably the old liquid, Tester's liquid, because that you put enough of that on, it's pretty powerful stuff. It'll turn plastic into goo. So anyway, I'm not worried about that deformity though, because when you put them back on the base where you're supposed to go, it's all covered up, so I'm not even going to worry about that. We've got the holder here for the sign, its base. We've got a new hole drilled. I don't know if I mentioned that in the last update or last segment. So we got that drilled out, and that's ready for a new signpost. I got styrene rod that'll slide right down in there, and then I got flat sheets of styrene to make the new sign. So when it's all said and done, you'll never know that this was missing its sign. The original sign was pretty simple in design, so it'll be easy to replicate. So I'm not even worried about the sign. And then a buddy of mine sent me the graphics for the sign. So I'll put that in Paint Shop Pro, print them back out, and then we'll have the kit graphics that came for the sign. So that's already easy peasy done and figured out. So yeah, pretty cool. All the arms now are stripped, even though I wasn't going to use all of them. They're all stripped of paint, back down to the bare plastic. I'll probably use the arms where he's sticking his fingers in his ears, or the one where he's holding his nose and giving you the thumbs down. One of those two arms, pairs of arms. But I'm leaning towards the one with his fingers in his ears. And these other arms I'll just put away, keep them, don't lose track of them. It would have been nice if they would have given you the arms for the box art. And if you're not familiar with the box art for the Alfred E Neuman kit, I'll throw it up here. But I would love to have a pair of arms like that. If I was a better sculptor, I would sculpt new arms like the box art and put them on here. But I suck at that, so that's not going to happen. So I'll just use the arms with his fingers in his ears. We'll probably, I'll probably go ahead and glue them on. I won't use a lot of glue. So, or I could use Canopy 560, I guess, to glue them on. And go ahead and leave the seam here. And there's a pretty good seam. But the sweater would have a natural seam here anyway at the shoulder. So I could just go ahead and leave it and just use Canopy 560 to put the arms on. So if I ever wanted to change arms for whatever reason, I won't damage the plastic trying to get the arms off, so I can do that. So that'll be all good. Whether I glue them on with cement or 560, it'll be all good either way. But you can see some detailing now that all that paint's off, all those layers of paint. See the detailing in his face. Pretty good. Aurora did a great job with this guy. So. Colors, we're going to do it like the box art. So, he'll have a red sweater, red hair, blue jean pants. The sneakers will go with black and white. I had a pair of Keds sneakers when I was a kid that were black and white. Keds and Buster Brown. But anyway, we'll paint those sneakers black and white. The floor will probably go with our brown, our different shades of brown, probably burnt sienna, burnt umber, kind of mix those two shades up to give us our wooden floor. I'll probably do that. I got me some new acrylics, but these are artist acrylics, and kind of a funny story. I was just looking at artist acrylics, and what I normally do when I'm looking for different stuff on the internet or looking for stuff on Amazon specifically, I'll put stuff in my cart. I won't buy it, but I'll just put it in my cart, kind of like a save list kind of thing. So I'll just throw it in the cart, and when I do my research, and if it's something I really want, then I'll go ahead and buy it. Well, a couple of guys I was reading online use these Zenacolor paints. This is for a miniature painting, and say these work pretty good. So I put these in my cart to do more research on them. Well, in the meantime, my wife was looking for a Bluetooth speaker for her Alexa, and so she bought it, and she used the one-click buy out option kind of thing that Amazon has. And she didn't know I had these in the cart, so when she used the one-click purchase now option, she bought everything in the cart. And guess that's one way of getting stuff and having her pay for it. But so I ended up getting these with her Bluetooth speaker, and it's like, so I asked my wife, I said, did you buy these? I said, I didn't. I said, I was looking at these, but I didn't buy them. And she goes, no. She goes, I bought me the speaker, and she goes, I didn't buy these. So then that's when I realized that, you know, that she used the one click buying option and bought not only the speaker but these paints. So, and I wasn't going to send them back, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to give these a try. What the hell? I never used artist acrylics, and I assume they can't be that much different than craft acrylics, because guys are using them to paint miniatures. So we'll just try it on this guy, because he has all this has all the colors that I want to put on him. So we have our reds, our blues, our browns, our white, our black. Even has a flesh tint. But so I'm going to give. I was going to put these to use, so I'm going to give them a try and see how well Zenecolor works on a plastic model kit of this scale. So yeah, give it a shot. What the hell? So that's what we're going to be using, these Zenecolors. So I have to get I think I have a brand new palette, a plastic palette I'll use to put these on, and we'll get ready to paint them. So that's what we're going to use for our paint this time around. Something totally different than what I normally use. And if they don't work out, I got plenty of craft acrylics and Tamiya and Model Master, so it's not a big deal either way. I mean, I know these artist acrylics will wash off with water, just like any other acrylic, so I'm not too worried about it. But we'll give them a try. Yeah, so that's my story on Alfred E Neuman. Pretty excited. And once we get Alfred done, then we'll go back to the Star Fury and get that finished up. Of course, the Constitution, that's a 3-year project. So, and I got a couple of things ordered for that, the Constitution. I got some deck people. It was 70 in a pack of that Model Power HO scale people. So we'll have 70 crew members plus the 20 in the kit. So that's 90 crew members for the Constitution. So that's all good. So I got to wait for that to come in the mail. But we'll eventually get back to the Constitution. I'm not rushed on that build. I want to take my time with that. So, but we did get all the cannons done. All the cannons are rigged in the deck now. So we are on schedule for the Constitution. All right, guys, I'm going on long enough. We're going to get back to working on Alfred. And until then, take care, and we'll see you in the next video.